Mars, I need some ideas. If I'm going to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
River City ain't in any trouble.
We're going to have to create some.
Back in 2008, Kraus and Crakey got together and decided to conspire to go form a building contract. They wanted a construction project. They had $1.5 million or so on a bond payment that they were using to pay the high school. And as soon as that bond payment was up, they were going to have to give that money back to the district. And rather than give it back, they figured they'd start a construction project. So they hired an architect to do a feasibility study. The difference was Kraus and Crakey didn't go on a bid and look for an architect for the best interest of the district. What they did was they decided to handpick who they wanted, and they picked Mark Barnhart and EI Associates, which is basically their personal architect to be used for the benefit of their scheme. They hired him without a bid. They hired him using district money. They created a feasibility study. That feasibility study was fluffed and flawed. It was geared towards closing the Lehighton area middle school. They start this ball rolling, and they got to go close this middle school. What they didn't count on was the fact that the town stepped up, got the facts, and realized that the middle school wasn't that bad. At which point, over time, the community forced the school board, after they got rid of Kraus and Crakey, to fix the Lehighton area middle school with pennies on the dollar. They should do the same thing to the elementary schools. It's a mess. They really need to fire E&I Associates. They need to get rid of this feasibility study and get 2 or 3 people in there to go look and actually make an estimate of what the repair should cost, preferably using an ESCO process where you're not using a lot of taxpayer money, but you're using the cost savings associated with the energy savings to buy some new equipment to run these schools. There's $3.3 million on the table that the school's going to have because of the lack of maintenance that they were doing and because of the loan that's coming off. The first slide that starts the whole thing, which was that our schools are in complete disrepair and structurally unsound, has gotten out of hand. All right, we'll put a video together and we'll kind of go into some more details. They moved from a middle school, they just moved to a high school, now they're going to move to an elementary center. All they really care about is spending that money to be spent wisely using a real basis of management from leadership, asset management, and financial management.